This past week, the NHL awarded Corey Perry its first star in the month of October. It's the second time he's received it, joining Paul Kariya and Teemu Selanne as the only Ducks to receive the honor, all three of whom have won it twice. 10 years with the organization. Can you believe it's been that long since you've been you came in the league and you've been an Anaheim Duck?
You know, the years have really gone by fast, and they've kind of all blended together. But you know, it's been a lot of fun, and you know, hopefully there's many more to come.
Have you changed since you were drafted in 2003 to today as a player? I mean, has it been pretty dramatic, or do you think you remain kind of the same guy on the ice?
I think if you watch my games from, you know, when I first broke into the league to now, I don't think I've changed too much at all. I'm still still the same guy, still the same person, and you know, if I change my game, I'm not going to be effective. So it's one of those things where I have to do what I do and go out there and, you know, continue to do it.
That competitive fire, it seems like you always have that on the ice every single game, something you bring to the rink every day. Have you always had that growing up, and when you're playing juniors and stuff? I mean, has that always been part of your game?
Yeah, when I get to the rink, there's a switch that kind of flips on, and I'm a different person on the ice than I am away from the rink. Pretty quiet guy, and you know, outside of the rink. But you know, when you get here, it's like a light bulb. It flips on, and away I go.
If you had to play against yourself on the ice, what would annoy you about you?
Probably the little jabs away from the play, the things in the corner, you know, just little subtle things that you know, might go unnoticed during a game, but you know, I would hate to play against myself.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right, now there's a history when Ryan Kesler came over. I know there was a history of you guys. You had a lot of battles on the ice. How does that conversation happen with a guy that you've had, you know, a lot of intensity, you know, during games? What do you say to a guy like that when he comes over to your team?
You know, we were talking about that on the road trip. We were for dinner a few times, and you know, it's funny because there are battles that on the ice, you know, you're battling against guys, and sometimes you have history with some players, and sometimes you don't. But you know, once they come to your team, you know, they're on your team and they're on your side, and you know, it's funny sometimes in practice he'll hit me and I have to tell him he's still, you know, you're on my team now, bud. So it's you know, just the little things, but you get over it, you laugh about it, and you make friends. Yeah,
because you had some good battles. I saw some fights that were on YouTube. I mean, you guys used to go at it pretty hard.
Yeah, him and Burrows and me and Getzy, we'd battle every single game, and you know, I bet you if you look up, there's a few fights between the four of us.
NHL first star of the month, you know, picked up, what, 10 goals in October? I mean, your game continues, you know, to move to the next level. Do you think you have another gear?
You know, I try to go out each and every day and try to get better. That's one thing I try to focus on. You know, hopefully there's more to give, and I think there's always more to give. And you know, I try and go out there and you know, try as a person, as a player, to really push my limits and see where it takes me.
How do you maintain an edge? I mean, we're just talking, you know, your 10th year now in the league, and a lot of other stuff going on in your personal life, just got engaged. How do you still maintain that edge? I mean, you're a different Corey Perry off the ice now. Maybe not on the ice, but off the ice. How do you maintain that edge?
There's always that will and want to win, and you know, there's nothing. Nobody's ever said you can't win too much, and that's
that's a good way to put it.
You know, that's one thing I want to do is continue to win and hopefully, you know, bring another championship here.
When you and Getzy are on the ice, a lot of folks say that there's just this sixth sense about you guys. Is that right? I mean, you know where he's going to be before he's there, and vice versa. I mean, you get that feeling when you're out there with him?
Yeah. I mean, if you saw that game against Buffalo where he just touched that one pass to me in the first period, and, you know, I didn't break stride. It was right on my stick. You know, those things are, you know, I don't think you can teach that, and you know, that's just from playing together, you know, for a few years, and you know, all the little things that happen in a game, I think, you know, we've learned where he's going to be, where I'm going to be, and just little things like that. You just go out and you can't really teach it. You just learn and you just get to know the person.
Do you think you guys together have another gear, you know, as two teammates that can lead this team?
I think so. You know, like I said, there's always that will and the want to win, and I think he has it as well. So, you know, the two of us, you know, put put the two of us together and hopefully see where it goes.
How bad do you guys want to win?
Really
Again.
bad.
Do you? I mean, where do you come up with the motivation? I mean, you've won, 2 gold medals. You've won a Stanley Cup. I mean, where do you find the motivation to win? Because a lot of folks will say, you've pretty much done it all.
Yeah, but you look at the guys in LA. They have two Stanley Cups.
Does that bother you when you see that?
It bothers me, but they beat us in the playoffs last year. It was a tough loss, but those are motivation keys that push you the next year. You don't want to feel that feeling of losing again, and it's tough, but you have the summer to get ready, and away you go.
Would a cup be different now with no Teemu, Nusaku, a lot of that leadership group left? Now it really is your team, Getsy's team. I mean, would it be a different type of feeling to win it in that situation?
I think so. I think being, like you said, Getsy's team, my team, whatever, our team, it doesn't matter whose team it is, you want to win, but it's probably different now. Back then it was only my second year, and I thought it'd be happen all the time, but it doesn't. You got to push yourself hard each and every day and keep going. Okay,
I mentioned you're the first star for the month of October. When a goal scorer is finding a groove, do you just want to stay out of the way and you just go? I mean, is it just one of those things where you just have a groove and it's like, I don't know what's going to happen next, but right now everything's going in?
It's a good feeling to have, I'll tell you that. It's when you're finding ways to put the puck in the net, bouncing off you, whatever, it feels good, and you don't want to ever lose that.
Thanks, man. All right, we're Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 Club, so we did all this talking, so it's now time to eat a little bit here.
There we go.
Chef, thank you very much.
Thank
I appreciate
you very much.
It. Looks like a great pregame meal for you right
Healthy
there.
meal, right?
Yeah. Let's dig in. Big thanks to the staff of the Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 Club right here at Honda Center for the great food and hospitality.